Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, June 20th, and we are only a couple days away from the weekend. Fight through the last couple days here. We're going to be back with another 6 plays to break down for tonight's slate. We're going to be looking at the Rockies going up against the Dodgers once again after a crazy game on Tuesday night. We're also going to be looking at the Yankees going up against the Baltimore Orioles. We'll have the 3 best plays of the day. Then we have 3 graphic plays as well. But before you get into the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video, subscribe to the channel below. That would be really greatly appreciated. All right, let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's get into this leaderboard from Wednesday night. Right now, it is 2-1 at the bottom of the 6th inning between the Nationals and the D-backs, so we need a lot of help on that one for that one to hit the over 9 runs. Patrick Corbin, he went 5 innings. If they would have left him in another inning, he probably would have gave up 5 runs. I think the Nationals are finally figuring out that once he goes 5 innings, you need to pull him. But we'll see what happens in that game. Ketel Marte and Luis Garcia over 1.5 bases. Luis Garcia had a single in his first at-bat. Ketel Marte's got to have a couple more chances probably in this game. So hopefully both of those hit as well. We have Marcus Semien later over 1.5 bases going up against the Mets. Freddie Peralta under 2.5 runs going up against the Angels. And then the Guardians and the Mariners under 8 runs scored. I actually got that 7.5 this morning. So that one is going to be 7.5 on the day. Tuesday, we finished 2-2 on the best bets, hit both the game picks, lost both of the player props. This is what the leaderboard looks like after that. Game picks and player props now about neck and neck. But 17-8 over the last 7, that's really, really good. That's where we want to be. As long as the record keeps going up, I don't care how we get them. So that is what the leaderboard looks like right now. Let's get into these game plays for tomorrow. We are going to have 2 games we're going to be breaking down. This is not going to be the best play, but this is going to be the Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. And these teams might be the 2 best teams in the MLB. They are scoring a bunch of runs. They have really good pitching this season. And the Orioles, they are extremely young still. They need to find a way to keep these young players together, and they might have one of the best futures we've seen in a while from any MLB franchise. The Yankees have also been playing some pretty good baseball this season, one of the best teams in the league. And they also got Garrett Cole back. He's going to be pitching tonight. Very excited to watch him. So their rotation got even better. In this game, though, we have a pretty clear mismatch on the mound in favor of the New York Yankees. I'm going to take them in this game on the first 5 as the play. Whenever this line comes out, if it's below minus 125 on the first 5, I'm going to take it. If it's above minus 125 on the first 5, I'm going to take the Yankees minus 0.5 on the first 5. But we will have Luis Gil on the mound going for the Yankees. He's been very good this season for them. He's coming in with a 2.03 ERA and a below 1 whip. And his numbers are some of the best in all of baseball for starting pitching. Over the last 9 games, he's only given up a total of 7 runs, and he's given up 1 run or less in 8 of those 9 games. His only poor start since the month of May was against the Dodgers 2 starts ago, where he gave up 3 runs and almost worked 6 innings. So it really wasn't that bad of a start. He just gave up 3 runs in the game. Other than that, he's been nearly perfect on the mound, racking up strikeouts and going 6+ innings, giving up basically nothing to opposing teams. He's coming off a game against the Boston Red Sox where he went another 5 innings. He only gave up 1 run and he struck out 6. He would be able to go a lot deeper in these games, but he's been giving up a few too many walks. And while that's a little bit concerning, he doesn't seem to have any problem getting himself out of jams. He's given up 39 walks in 14 games. That's way too many in my opinion. But again, he's only given up 18 total runs. So whatever's working for him, just keep on doing it. I like him in this game to shut down the Orioles once again because we've already seen that in early May against the Orioles. He went 6 in the 3rd inning. He gave up just 2 hits and no runs in that game. And for the Orioles, they're going to be countering with Cole Irvin on the mound, and he's been getting lit up over the last couple games. The big reason I like the Yankees in this one is because they're going to get their hits in this game going up against Cole, and more than likely they're going to lead to home runs instead of base hits. Cole Irvin has given up 8+ hits in 3 consecutive games going up against the Tampa Bay Rays twice and the Atlanta Braves. He's been able to limit the damage, only giving up a total of 9 runs in those 3 games, but there hasn't been a whole lot of power in the bats on the other side. Of the 27 hits, he only gave up 2 home runs through those 3 games, and I think the Yankees might have 2 home runs in this game alone. The Yankees are the best team in baseball hitting home runs, and with the way some of these players are playing, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another bad day on the mound for Cole Irvin. I'm going to take the Yankees here to get on him early, take the first 5 money line or the first 5 minus half, whatever the line comes out as the play there. For the player props on the screen, we're not going to touch Anthony Santander going up against Luis Gil. I'm not going to play him because Luis has been so good this season, so I don't trust anybody on the Orioles, really. I am going to play Anthony Volpe, who is coming in with a 265 batting average, and he's been decent at the plate over the last couple of games, collecting a hit in 3 of the last 4. This is going to be a right versus left matchup, which I love to look at, and whenever you look at the numbers for Cole Irvin this season against righties, he has been way worse than against lefties. He's giving up a batting average of 287 against right-handed hitters, and he's given up nearly all of his extra base hits against righties, 21 of the 23 on that side. Against lefties, he has a really good batting average of 183. So I do like the right-handed hitting in this game for the Yankees. And players like Aaron Judge, if you want to go for him, I just give out Aaron Judge so many times, so I felt like mixing it up a little bit and taking Anthony Volpe. So I'm going to take Anthony Volpe here over 1.5 bases as the play there. But let's get into game number 2. This is going to be the best play of the day between the Dodgers and the Rockies. We have this game on Tuesday night as one of the best plays of the day with the Giants and the Cubs to go under Both of these plays hit, but this time I'm going to take the Dodgers -1.5 on the run line. I might even have to take them -2.5 on the run line going up against the Rockies. There was controversy in the last game because the Rockies in the top of the ninth looked like they struck out Teoscar Hernandez. You can be the judge on that. It was definitely close with 2 outs in the top of the ninth, 2 strikes. Did he check swing? Did he not check swing? Looked like he went. I also had Teoscar Hernandez to go over bases, so I'm glad that he didn't get rung up because he hit a home run the very next pitch, kind of screwed the Rockies out of the game. But I'm taking the Dodgers in this game to beat up on the Rockies because the Rockies this season, take a look at that ERA. This is the worst pitching rotation in baseball, and they have one of the worst bullpens in baseball as well. The Dodgers, sometimes they struggle to hit the ball, but sometimes they'll put 15 runs on your head. I think it's going to be one of their games where they score double digits because we have Ty Blotch on the mound. He is coming in with a 4.65 ERA, a 1.41 whip, and I'm not entirely sure how this guy still has a job because that is actually his lowest ERA over the last 5 seasons in the MLB, a 4.65. He's coming into this game giving up at least 2 runs in 6 consecutive starts, and he's given up 4+ runs in half of those starts. He's also coming into this game giving up 6+ hits in 6 of the last 7 games. So I do expect him to struggle here going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially because he's going to be at home in this game when the elevation's higher and teams, they typically do better playing in Colorado. I also like the Dodgers in this game because they're going to have Gavin Stone on the mound, and he has actually been one of the better arms this season, despite the bad start his rookie year last year. He's coming in with a 3.01 ERA, and he has been able to work 6+ innings in 7 of the last 9 games, staying very competitive in the majority of his games. He has given up 1 run or less in 6 of those 9 games, and he's only had a couple bad starts going up against the Diamondbacks and the Yankees and the Royals kind of in late April. The Yankees, they're very understandable. I can give him a pass on that. His worst start, it came against the Diamondbacks. He gave up 4 runs on 8 hits, but he was able to bounce back from that game, going 7 innings against the Mets, only allowing a couple hits, no runs allowed. He's coming off somewhat of a bad start going up against the Royals. He went 7 innings. He gave up 3 runs, but he also only gave up 4 hits, so I don't think that's too bad of a start. He needs to keep the ball in the ballpark going up against the Rockies, and he should be just fine in this one as the Dodgers go on their way to win this one by a couple runs. So I'm going to take the Dodgers here, -1.5 as the best play of the day. For the player props on the screen, I'm going to trust Gavin Stone. I'm not going to take anybody from the Colorado Rockies, plus Charlie Blackmon screwed us the other night, getting hit by the pitch and then leaving the game after the first at-bat, which really sucked. I will be taking Andy Pages, though, over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies. We have another left against right matchup in favor of Andy coming in as a right-handed hitter. Ty is coming in as a lefty on the mound, and Andy against lefties this season, he's hitting .360. He has 18 hits, only 50 at-bats, and he absolutely loves going up against lefties whenever he sees them. Ty is the exact opposite as well, so we have a double advantage on the mound in this game because he's giving up a batting average of .349 against right-handed hitting this season. Against lefties, he's been pretty good, a .196 batting average. But again, against righties, it's been nothing but carnage. 16 of his 18 extra base hits. I like Andy in this game to get a hold of one, so I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases as the play there. Let's go over to the cards and the best player props of the day. We are going to start with the batting prop. As always, I'm going to take a chance here on MJ Melendez over 1.5 bases going up against the Athletics. I know the stats, they don't look great for MJ Melendez. He's coming in with a 171 batting average. I do think we have a pretty good matchup in this game, though, going up against the Athletics and Mitch Spence. MJ has also been a little bit better at the plate over the last 3 games, collecting a hit in 3 consecutive games going up against the Dodgers. He added a big home run over the last 3 games as well. It was a grand slam against the Dodgers and 4 total hits in that series to go along with it. The pitching matchup is a big reason I like this game because Mitch is coming into this game giving up 9+ hits in 2 of the last 3 games. He's also coming in with a 3.95 ERA. That really doesn't matter to me because I don't care about him giving up runs. We're just looking at hits he's given up this season. He's given up a lot of hits over the last couple games. He's also averaging nearly 1 hit given up per inning this year. And we are getting another left against right matchup, which I typically love to take. While MJ Melendez has been struggling this season, he is coming into this game hitting righties better with a 177 batting average, having 18 extra base hits against righties. He has a total of 5 hits going up against lefties this season. So we obviously need to take him whenever he's facing off against a righty. Mitch Spence has also been struggling going up against lefties this year, giving up a batting average of 277. So I do like the matchup we have in this game. I'm going to take a chance on MJ here over 1.5 bases as the play. For the pitching prop, I don't think I've ever talked about this guy. I might have. I'm going to take Keaton Winn of the Giants to go over 2.5 runs going up against the Cardinals. I think that Keaton Winn is going to struggle in this game, even though he is going up against the Cardinals. And while the St. Louis Cardinals have been bad for the majority of the season hitting the ball, they have been a lot better over the last couple of games. This is one of those scenarios where teams somehow find a way to get hot at the plate. And we've seen it a couple times with a couple certain teams this season, especially the Athletics. But the Cardinals, they're bottom 10 in all of the major categories in hitting this season. But over the last 3 games, they have been locked into the plate. They're scoring 5.67 runs per game. That would put them at the #1 team in baseball if they would just do that every single game. Now, obviously, that's probably not going to happen. But Keaton is coming off 5 straight appearances where he's given up at least 3 runs to the opposing team. And he has been facing up against some good opponents, but he's also faced off against some pretty bad opponents. He's given up 5+ runs to the Dodgers, Rangers, and Phillies, which is very understandable. But he's also given up 7 runs to the Rockies and 3 runs to the Angels in his last game. He's coming in with a 6.66 ERA, a 1.33 whip. The ERA is scary for a couple of reasons, but I really think he's going to struggle in this one going up against the Cardinals, who seem like they've got some hot bats right now. So I'm going to take him over 2.5 runs as the play for the player prop there. All right. Voice cracked. Let's go over to the graphic here, the recap graphic. I've got the Yankees in the first 5 again. That is going to determine, I'm going to play -0.5 on the first 5 or money line, depending on what the line comes out for that one. Anthony Volpe over 1.5 bases in the same game. Then we have Andy Pages over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies there. And then we have the best play of the day, Dodgers -1.5 going up against the Rockies. This might be -2.5. I think it was sitting at -239 right now. So we'll have to see what that one comes out tomorrow morning at. That might be have to be a -2.5. Then we have NJ Melendez over 1.5 bases going up against Mitch Spence and the Athletics. And then Keaton Winn over 2.5 runs allowed going up against the Cardinals, who have found their bats somehow over the last couple games. So, guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Thursday, June 20th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.